Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, let's talk about the year of 2022, how certain transits will impact your life path, your overall well being. So, this analysis is about two things. Number one, how the major transits of Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu will impact your life as per your ascendant sign. You can also listen to this analysis as per your moon sign or sun sign, whatever resonates with you. So, apart from looking into these major transits, we'll also pick out some oracle cards to find out some messages for each and every sign. Like, what are you manifesting in 2022? Or maybe, in order to manifest what you seek, you need to make some changes. So, these cards will give us some guidance. So, let's start with our analysis. For Aries ascendant, the major theme for 2022 is Rahu moving from second house to the first house in Aries. A dream or a goal is reaching to its peak. You might be too excited and passionate for this particular goal, but it's also bringing impulsiveness or aggression due to excess of competition, or you'll be given such an authoritative role that it demands a lot of action and dedication. Till now, Rahu was pushing you to focus on family, and now it wants you to stand for yourself. Because if Rahu is transiting from first house, then Ketu is transiting from the seventh house Libra. So this year is all about self versus something which is not self, which is not you, but you have to create a balance with that aspect of life. Therefore, a constant effort is required to fight for what you believe in. And also, you have to stay connected to the world and the loved ones. So, both things are required. You cannot escape from one thing and just focus on self. Harmony should be there. If someone is not loving or supporting you, do not react to this aggressively. Just take this as a lesson. We cannot change, but we can accept it and move forward. This is what needs to be done. Ketu transiting from Libra 7th house, lack of justice, equality might be there. You may feel that you are not being fairly treated. So it's time to just, be patient with this aspect. A very good time to use your creative power and transform that creativity into a new project or plan. Jupiter is transiting from the 12th house in Pisces. It's moving from your 11th house to 12th house. So maybe, physically you are dedicated towards your cause, you're always on a move, but mentally you are detached, or you may seek isolation in 2022. And this may help you to, adopt a new spiritual practice, a new spiritual ritual or meditation. More understanding about why certain things happened in the past and how those situations are helping you to create a tomorrow will be there. You will understand why certain things happened. It happened for your betterment. Saturn will continue to transit from the 10th house for a short period of time. Yes, it will go into Aquarius, that is your 11th house. But for the most of the time, it's transiting from Capricorn. So Saturn is now doing the final act as it prepares to leave the 10th house, being 10 places away from Rahu. It's going to test what you have learned till now at the work situation. Your performance, your work will be, assessed by others, and your work is going to get more stronger. Your responsibilities are now more strong, and whatever you are doing, it demands patience. For some people, it could be a rebellion act at the work front, fighting for your authority, fighting for your equality. Someone may get even authoritative roles. So for everyone, this placement may mean something different. For Ashwini Nakshatra, the major theme is relationships, public dealing. Don't let other people define your path. Don't let their actions impact your decisions, your thinking. For the Bharani Nakshatra, family might be the major theme. Well, you really need to let go something off your chest. Speak out whatever you feel. Speaking is very important. Do not be afraid of others, what will happen next. So, for Bharani, it's time to release the emotional insecurities, emotional pain. Also, a brilliant time to give birth to a creative project, starting with something new. For the first pada of Kritika Nakshatra, there's more powerful and brilliant role waiting for you. But don't lose your patience because with a successful role, more responsibilities are coming in your way. Conflict with father or authoritative figure may happen. Now, for Aries ascendant, let's look into the oracle cards. What are you manifesting in 2022? The first card is full moon in Pisces and it says forgive. So, it resonates a lot with Jupiter transiting from your 12th house in Pisces. Your manifestation affirmation should be I forgive everyone who needs in my life. It's done. I forgive others. Utilize your Thursdays. Thursdays are very important for you. Maybe you can do a certain spiritual ritual, you can do a chant, or just clean your room, your house on this day. This card is a reminder that life is unfolding right now. Life is a mystery and it will unfold with time, and you need to just go with it. Strike a balance between your duties and what you need to do for your inner peace, because both of these things are important. Inner peace, duties. Moving away from stagnating mindset is very important. And how will you do that? Forgive other people. I'm not saying if someone did something wrong to you, you need to forget that person. Forgiveness is important because it will help you to get rid of that stagnating mindset and unhappiness. Holding on to anger is so painful, and also it is impacting your future steps, your future path. Meditation is very important, and if you cannot meditate every night, look up at the starry sky, the starry night. Stargazing is very important. New network might happen, a new network, new friends. Something is now getting over, a friend circle is moving away from you, and maybe, you know, after forgiving others, you are ready to open up to a change. New moon in Aquarius, new network, new friends. This card says there is only one me. It's safe to be me and I love me. If you appreciate, you enjoy your uniqueness, this will bring more like minded people to you. Such network which is similar, which thinks in a very similar way, or the ideology, the interest is very same. So this is a very good sign that you will meet like-minded people. Big changes are going to happen, but you need to let these events happen very smoothly. Do not be in rush. Do not push yourself too much. You are maybe right now too emotional about someone, how this person is treating you. And yeah, it goes a lot with Keto transiting from Libra. It's time to look at different things with a different angle. Do not connect everything to you, do not take everything personally. It's time to try a different perspective, try to think from a different angle. And you do seek independence. Independence doesn't mean that you don't have to connect with others. Independence doesn't mean loneliness. Okay, so again, I have talked about this in the astrology section. You have to work for yourself, but also stay connected to the world. So you have to strike for balance between what is self and what is not self. Unexpected people will come to you and they may help you. The last card is New Moon in Virgo. It says, trust all will be well. So you are helping others and also you are receiving help in 2022. Go out of the way and help others. Don't overthink about this. And also, your major focus will be on job change and improving your health. Boost your good karma. Slow down a bit and don't criticize yourself. Be easy on yourself. And divine timing is a real thing. You will understand this very soon. And helping others is going to bring great healing. And you will be also removing some major blockages from your path because Virgo represents the sixth house. And here you have a new moon. So one blockage is going away and a new start is coming in your way. For Taurus ascendant in 2022, Rahu will move away from the first house and it will move into the 12th house in Aries, which means moving away from your home to find better opportunities or simply moving away from your comfort zone to find who you truly are, moving away from the current situation to fulfill your ambitions and desires. The major theme for 2022 is to redesign your life. So, yes, there will be new plans and strategies, but everything is happening behind the closed doors. You may seek privacy at this time, or simply you want to conceal certain personal issues from the world, or whatever you are doing now, you cannot declare this. Rahu is the co-lord of the 10th house and it's traveling from the 12th house. And just opposite to it, there is Ketu in the 6th house in Libra. So it's bringing the desperate need to grow at work front. No, it's not just the matter of money, but it's about identity and worth. You are connecting your identity with your work. Rahu will bring recognition, but also some people may gossip about you behind your back. Because with Ketu in the sixth house, you are struggling with some enemies. You might even not be aware of this person that, she might be your friend, he might be your friend, and you are not aware of their intentions. And you are dealing with some opposition. This person might be very secretive. So you are competing with someone. Someone out there is throwing you out of balance. And it could be a reason why you have to constantly grow. You want to grow exponentially. You want success because you want to show others how capable you are. So you want to get rid of maybe a health issue, maybe a financial debt, or you want to get rid of the imbalance which is created by someone who is against you. Health needs to be your main priority in 2022. Jupiter is now moving away from Aquarius. It's moving away from your 10th house. It will transit from the 11th house in Pisces. So this is going to bring some major expansion in finances, sudden and unexpected expansion, and also it will bring more upliftment at the work front. No matter how difficult things are, you will gain something out of it unexpectedly. And there are certain bonds, maybe a partnership or maybe a friendship, which is constantly keeping you under stress. It is leaving you confused. So don't let that situation impact your decision making ability. Do not get impulsive in that process. Planet Saturn will continue to transit from Capricorn, that is your ninth house. For a short period of time, it will go into your 10th house in Aquarius. So Saturn is now bringing a closure. Like now you are done with learning something. You are done with working on a skill. You are done with a certain pattern. Now you are ready to make a very strong power move at the work front. It's time to use your lessons as wisdom. This is the time when you will use your each and every good and bad experience to create a better path. So, professionally, a major decision is being made in 2022. For Kritika Nakshatra, it's time to stop hurting yourself because of other people. Emotionally, there is a lot to release in 2022 because with this thought process, you might not be able to use your powers and skills efficiently, and unexpected expenditures might be there. For Rohini, responsibilities at the work front are expanding. Other people may have too much of expectations from you, especially at the work front, and you may feel a bit nervous professionally. You may feel that everyone is watching your each and every move, and you are under the radar of many people, but they are watching you because you are doing good. You are bringing a different energy, different um, perspective at the work front. And long distance journey may happen because of work, maybe just because of adventure. You want to explore a different place, a different energy. For Mrigashara, you need to be careful while making new contracts or associations. Only agree when you know that you will be able to complete that work on time. Do not make promises just like blindly. You cannot say yes to everyone. So be careful with that. And yeah, you need to confront certain relationships. It could be your relatives, it could be your family members, it could be a loved one. You cannot avoid this person in 2022. You need to fight back, or it's just that, you have to confront this person. It's very important. You cannot treat yourself as a weak person. For Taurus ascendant, now let's look into these oracle cards to understand what are you attracting and manifesting in 2022. So the very first card is full moon in Taurus. It says detoxify. So it very well goes with your ascendant, which is itself ruled by Taurus, and also how Rahu is now moving away from Taurus and moving into Aries. So yeah, we have two cards which very well resonate. The transition from Taurus to Aries, how Rahu is changing its path. So detoxify yourself. That is the first message coming to you. Things are getting a bit intense. Yes, Rahu moving into your 12th house. It's happening. So take care of your head space, take care of your mental health. Your manifestation affirmation is I express love and love comes back to me. What I give as what I receive. This is something which you need to remember, and there's a need to release negativity, release the drama, and the need to be, appreciated by everyone, or stop being obsessive about something, maybe a relationship. Spiritual and emotional detox is indicated. You need to detoxify yourself so that you can enter into a new phase. Cool down your emotions because you have to shine. You have to show your skills, your aura, your power, how special you are. But for that, you need to, travel from these two stages to the third stage. You have to start from here and come to this final place. So, balancing yourself, balancing your emotions is very important. You may get a bit over emotional, things may go out of balance. So, detoxify, nourish yourself, nourish your mind, nourish your body, and yes, good eating habits should be maintained. The next card is full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. So it very well goes with Rahu in the 12th house in Aries. It shows you need to cool down. If you want to achieve something, if you want to succeed, it's important to be a bit calm and then make important decisions. So you are manifesting a balance between you, and me. This means again self fighting with what is not self, fighting with people who are not letting you to be the best version of yourself. Because right there in the sixth house, there is Ketu in Libra. Someone out there throwing you out of balance, leading to intense feelings. You cannot hide it. You cannot pretend that everything is okay. There is no intense feelings. Yes, they are, and you need to rise above those feelings. You are unable to express something in 2022. Do not, you know, block your mind with a lot of thought process. Expression is very important. Whatever you express, do not use anger for that. Use your words, use your actions, but it should not be anger. It should not be something which is impulsive or aggressive. And these intense feelings are blocking your ability to manifest. You need to work through your feelings. Whosoever is involved right now in your issue, whosoever is bothering you, you must forgive this person and also forgive yourself. Holding on to anger won't do any good. Cooling your emotions, taking your decisions peacefully is very important. So, yes, tame your anger, tame your intense emotions. So important. And this will lead to something more beautiful. New moon in Leo, and it says shine. This cards says sometimes we have to fake until we make it, and that's okay too. Ketu in the sixth house, Libra sign, and Venus is also your first lord. So when you are unsure, when you are in fear, or you feel weak, pretend that you are strong. In your relationships, you need respect in 2022. This is something which you want. A situation regarding a relationship, a partnership, or children, or maybe, a very important friendship may requires confidence. Whomsoever you are dealing with, you have to be confident. Constant trying to make others happy and losing yourself in this process is also a problem which you need to get rid in 2022. You will be very creative and you will use your creative power to great heights. So, this is bringing creative success, and you will shine at the work front as well. For Gemini ascendant, Rahu is moving into your 11th house in Aries. Till now, it was transiting from the 12th house. But now, it's going into the house of networking. It's time to be a part of this world. That is the theme of 2022. What you seek or desire will not be achieved within the boundaries of an isolated place or whatever you have in mind. Now, that thing must turn into reality. And for that, you have to be in action. You need to keep on moving towards your goal. So, you have to move out of your comfort zone in 2022. You have to be the part of the community to fulfill your goals, or simply some assistance is required.
whatever you are doing right now. Friendships can be tricky. You may deal with such people who are quite opportunistic and may seek financial help or privilege from you. With Rahu Ketu axis in the 11th and the 5th house, reunion with old friends or reconnecting with an old romantic connection might be there. But overall, this transit of Rahu will be excellent for material growth and income as well. And also, a lot depends upon where your natal Mars is placed. Ketu will transit from the 5th house in Libra, uncertainty and doubt regarding your existing skill or knowledge might be there. So you will constantly work towards your current skill. Maybe you may learn something new, you may practice it again and again. It could also bring concern about children. Whether you are planning for a child or you already have children, there is something about them which needs great focus. You may stay insecure or uncertain about it. And Keto will beautifully help you to tap into your talents, your hidden talents, inherent qualities which are there within you since you were born. So you may discover something about yourself, something new. Jupiter will move into Pisces, that is your 10th house, and it will impact your actions and career path. Travel, learning, expansion of finances, expansion of respect, and it is also making you more concerned about your protection, how safe you are in life. You will work about the future security as well. So, Jupiter is making you work towards such aspects of life which will bring more security and safety for tomorrow. And not just that, whatever role you are getting at the work front, you are guiding others as well. Saturn will continue its transit from the 8th house in Capricorn. For a short period of time, it will move into Aquarius, that is 9th house. But overall, in 2022, Saturn will continue its transit from the 8th house in Capricorn. So, Saturn is 10 places away from Rahu. And again, it is bringing uneasy situation or such a bond, such a friendship or relationship where it is getting very difficult to recover, to rise again in life. Like you want to forget something, but you cannot. So there's an urgent need to heal yourself, to move forward. Otherwise, other people will make the best use of that stagnation of mind can prove to be very difficult for you. So because of this stuck mindset, things may not progress. So Saturn wants you to not limit yourself when it comes to moving ahead in life. You must learn to move ahead even if you know that there are certain issues. Now let's look into some important messages for Gemini ascendant. The very first one is full moon in Leo. It says go wild, and it connects a lot with the Rahu's transit in 2022. You need to find a balance between having great time and attending to the people who need you. You need to celebrate your success, you need to celebrate your life, your achievements. And with that, continue to be there for others. So, a balance needs to be created. Do not tempt to control a situation. It will be better to just release and go a little wild. Explore this life. Take whatever comes to you. So, a very positive journey is indicated for 2022, and do not worry about anything. Just enjoy your current ride, enjoy your journey, and whatever answers you seek are coming towards you. The most unexpected thing is that having fun is one of the most powerful ways of manifesting your desires. Worrying about something or someone just triggers the law of attraction. The more positive you think, the positive things you get. And when you worry about something, the more negative you think, it just makes things more difficult for you. So enjoy your ride and just be open to the world in 2022. The second one is first quarter moon in Cancer. It says, push through any insecurity. So the energy of this card says, I am and I can. But it needs to believe itself. Slow down and allow time for self belief to grow. So, there are certain situations which are creating insecurity, and because of that, you are trying to create limitations for yourself. There's a great need to have faith in what you are doing. And this card also indicates that you are allowing your self doubt to derail you. You are moving away from your path. So, if you want something, first be gentle towards yourself and have a firm faith in what you are doing. The year of 2022 is about nurturing yourself. You have to say you are worthy of your goals. There are certain family issues which needs to be settled down, and you have to really take care of yourself while connecting with others. You need to protect your energy, you need to protect your mind and your happiness. You may start the year 2022 with a strong desire in your heart, but it may slowly fade away. And this fading away is because of the self doubts. So push through any insecurity. It's very important. The last card is first quarter moon in Scorpio, and it says release your blocks. So, this card indicates you need to clear out certain debris from the past. There is light and shade both in your current situation, and you need to embrace it, the good and the bad both. And you do require mental detox. Do not nurture your negative thoughts. Do not water your negativities. You need to focus on what positive you have right now. And it's okay to be vulnerable. From time to time, you might feel hurt. You may feel nervous. It's okay, but with that, you need to constantly release that doubt, that negativity, because you cannot continue with this mindset. When it comes to pushing through your fears and negative feelings, you have to dig deeper and trust your own self. So, these cards are talking about emotional peace. This is the main theme where you have to release all the negativity and go a little wild. Just follow the flow and enjoy your ride. Be like this full moon in Leo energy. For Cancer ascendant, Rahu is moving from the 11th house to the 10th house in Aries. For 2022, the word ambition is everything. Whether it's your personal or professional life, each and every situation will push you to be at the forefront. You may encounter excessive competition at the work front, or even some kind of rivalry with the family people or maybe a loved one as well. There's something about your roots which is also impacting you at this time. And the transit of Rahu in the 10th house means a new start in the professional journey. You may get a big role at the work front, or simply you may, you know, become a rebel at your workplace to get more powerful position or just to fight for your rights. So you will be like a very powerful person at the work front. The overall theme of this transit is to seek more power and strength, whether it's your personal life, whether it's your work. But it also means not to blow things out of proportion due to anger or any kind of impulsive mindset. Don't take anything personally. It's very important for you. Do not take everything personally. Ketu will transit from Libra and it will be transiting from your fourth house. So, moving away from home, moving away from loved ones, moving away from your own emotions, your own reality is also possible. So, you cannot deny your feelings. Whatever the process is going on in your mind, accept it. And Ketu also indicates that you must start with your healing journey in 2022. Healing process needs to be initiated, especially for the wounds which has been given by certain relationships or loved ones. Till now, you have been ignoring your own needs and you have been paying more attention to other people. This is what the Ketu's transit from the fourth house in Libra will make you realize. It's time to attend to your own emotions, your own desires. Jupiter is transiting from the ninth house, it will be in Pisces. Great opportunities, guidance, and support is coming in your way. Spiritual guidance, or maybe guidance from a guru, a teacher. Every challenge, because Jupiter here is the sixth lord, every challenge is going to bring a great path, a new opportunity. Opportunities will come to you when least expected. And long distance journeys because of higher learning or maybe due to a pilgrimage may happen. There will be a risk you may take for your future progress. Planet Saturn will continue to transit from the seventh house in Capricorn, and for a short period of time it will move in Aquarius. So in 2022, as Saturn is in the seventh house and Rahu is in the 10th house and Ketu is in the fourth house, these malefics are in the Kendras. Tough decisions needs to be taken with respect to work, with respect to family, especially the Saturn Rahu's placement, the transit happening in 7th and the 10th house. You will be very ambitious. You'll be constantly pushing yourself to achieve what you deserve. There is more power coming towards you. You will be in a powerful position. You'll be fighting for equality. And in this process, you need to keep calm. Because the presence of malefics in the Kendras may make things a bit difficult, or maybe you may feel a bit unhappy, like why everything is so tough, why I have to always struggle to get something. So you have to keep a balance, you have to work on yourself and also on the uh, ability to deal with the outer world. Inner and outer world balance needs to be created. Now let's look into some messages for the Cancer ascendant. The very first message is first quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. Listen and honor to yourself. It looks like you are moving away from your own needs or ignoring your emotions. It resonates a lot with the Ketu's transit in 2022, which is happening in your fourth house. So, this card indicates you are being asked to feel all your feelings. Remember, what you feed to your mind is what you become. And this card says that Thursdays are very important. Do something um, nice for yourself on Thursdays. It could be meditation, it could be a spiritual ritual, or simply, pampering yourself. Thursdays are important. If you deny your feelings, you'll go nowhere and it will further delay what you want to manifest. So, achievements are definitely going to happen, but it will only happen if you are more connected to yourself. Focusing on your intuition, using your intuition is very important. And you have to show others that, you know, you are not the one on whom my happiness depends. Because I am a happy being, I'm happy with myself, happy with what I have attained. So, honor yourself before you honor others. It's important that you focus on your needs, and a very good time to dive deeper and be more strong, be more spiritually strong in your life. The second one is full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. And this card's affirmation is I forgive myself for everything. I'm doing my best. So it wants you to really take control of that inner critic, the one who is constantly making you doubtful about your own strength and your power. It's wonderful to have great dreams, but you also need to take practical steps. So in 2022, you have to be constantly inspired, constantly take practical steps to, achieve your dreams, to make things happen. There should be a balance between dreaming big and being practical. So take small steps in order to achieve what you want, because nothing may happen at the very first go. And in 2022, the house of Virgo is being aspected by Jupiter, which will be in Pisces. So, inspiration is coming towards you. This inspiration may come through a person, maybe through a teacher, or some kind of spiritual guidance is coming towards you. The last card is the new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. So, again, it indicates a powerful position waiting for you in 2022, and you are going to grow a lot professionally. And it also points towards the transit of Saturn from the last 2 years. It has taught you very well. And whatever lessons you have learned, now it's time to take charge of your life. Even if things are going slow, you are moving towards a very big change. This wants you to know that slow and steady wins the race. And updating and correcting your strategies is very much required in 2022. You cannot attain success if you use the old strategies. You have to constantly update yourself. It's very important, and be the boss of your own life. Whatever hard work you are doing, it will bring rewards. It's been getting noticed by the world. So you should have this attitude that I deserve good things. It's very important. You have to keep a very positive outlook. So, a very strong role at the work front is definitely indicated. And in this process, just do not doubt yourself. Maybe you are at the very starting point of something big. You may feel nervous. You may feel that you are not efficient enough, but things will go great way. For Leo ascendant, Rahu will transit from the ninth house in Aries. It's moving from 10th to the ninth house. Therefore, this transit will bring the need to upgrade your skill or knowledge, or a change required with respect to your approach towards your career path. Throughout the year of 2022, you will be at the forefront, constantly chasing your goals and ambitions. For some, it could also mean traveling to far distant place or foreign lands because of new work opportunities, or just to polish your skills. Certainly, this transit may bring a new network of people who will be quite powerful and influential. And even some people out there may help you to kickstart your new project. It could be a passion project, something which you always wanted to do. So you will get a great push through Rahu. Sudden upliftment with respect to work, with respect to learning and experiencing this world. You have to experience and learn a lot from this world. Observation is your great teacher for 2022. Caution is required before making any important decision, especially with respect to marriage or business partnership. In 2022, there is a great need to be admired, respected, and appreciated by the world. But do not make any hasty decisions for this. There will be more power, but you have to use that power quite wisely. Ketu will transit from Libra in the third house, which may lead to a bit of dissatisfaction with whatever growth you have achieved till now or whatever you are achieving in the year of 2022. Or you may feel that the loved ones around you are not doing enough for you. So it may lead to imbalance in relationships with the sibling, with the loved ones as well. And Jupiter is transiting from the 8th house in Pisces, sudden opportunity bringing great wealth. Jupiter will bless you with sudden growth of finances or maybe some kind of inheritance. Treatment for chronic ailments might happen. Such long term issues which need great care. These things will be addressed in 2022. And it may also lead to a sudden change in your existing partnership. Like you and your partner may have very different thought process, which may bring some confusion. Planet Saturn will continue to transit from the 6th house in Capricorn. For a short period of time, it will move into Aquarius, that is your 7th house. So, the transit of Saturn is bringing an end. It's bringing end to a certain partnership or a collaboration, or things needs to be reassessed in this particular partnership. It could be marriage, it could be a business partnership, and Saturn might have created delay in the event of marriage as well. So, yes, it is greatly impacting the seventh house right now, seventh and the sixth house both, and you may see some delay in the business or maybe in finding the right person. But it also may bring new role at the work front, which will be more powerful. You might take up a loan for your future project or maybe for the existing business. Now let's look into some messages for the Leo ascendant. The very first message is the new moon in Aries. Go for it. So it talks a lot about the Rahu's transit from the ninth house. Grab your opportunities. Be driven, determined, and take actions. You not need to be faint hearted in 2022. Your manifestation affirmation is I am on the right track and soon I will, dot, 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 dot. Soon I will reach to my destination. Soon I will accomplish my current task. So you need not to be nervous or faint hearted because you are on the right track. This card is giving the confirmation that 2022 will be very positive. Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm and expect your desires to be satisfied. And also, you should believe in the divine timing. Whatever you want, just go for it. And there is a great need to show courage. You have to be courageous in order to attain what you seek. And the next message is full moon in Aquarius, be real. Sometimes we pursue someone or something for all the wrong reasons because our ego is involved. We may not realize that, this person or this thing is not good for us, but still we want it. So this is something which you need to understand, that there are few things which you are chasing are not required. You're absolutely chasing them for the wrong reasons because you're too influenced by them. Aquarius carries the Rahu's energy. You are too obsessed about something that you are going out of touch from the reality. So be real. Understand what you seek because some things may make you crazy and it's not meant for you, whatever you are dealing with right now or you're obsessed with it. So, worry less and trust more. Life is all about having fun and laughter, but you'll take all the fun out of it if you spend too long in your head rather than in your heart. You might win when you are trying to, chase your obsession, but it might not be the greatest victory. So you need to find a balance between being real and trying to please all of the people all the time. So friendships can be very important, this card indicates. So you need to find out a balance how much you should do for them and how much you should do for yourself. You have to be real, be more practical. The last card is last quarter in moon Sagittarius, practice gratitude. So, the affirmation for this card is life loves me and I love life. Be open to your life, be open to the opportunities coming towards you and the changes coming towards you. Get in touch with your mystical side. There is a great possibility that you'll be more spiritual. You will learn more about spiritual scriptures. And if you have some issues to manage in 2022, there is nothing you cannot manage. If you have a problem, you have the solution for that as well. And it talks a lot about, Jupiter transiting from your eighth house, reaching to a breakthrough, reaching to a point from where everything starts again. It could be a partnership, it could be a work, it could be a personal issue. So, ending and beginning of a new cycle is indicated. And you should be more thankful for what you have achieved till now. I think this will also multiply your happiness. For Virgo ascendant, Rahu will transit from Aries, that is your eighth house. There is a fear which you need to resolve in 2022. If you don't do that, all of your ability to work and make the right efforts will be blocked. It's like you have great energy, awesome ideas, and power, but still you cannot use these things. Whatever is making you feel nervous right now needs to be taken care of. Also, it's time when you have to help yourself first rather than helping others. Do not be a part of other person's conflict or problems. Rahu may bring a great chance of attaining wealth, sudden gain of wealth or inheritance, or it could be the other way, like sudden victory when it was least expected. Because Rahu co rules the sixth house and it's transiting from the eighth house, so unexpected win may happen, but after some difficulties. Rahu being the serpent head transiting from the eighth house, it does mean some kind of renewal, regeneration, or a new cycle is going to happen. And it is very essential. So, I won't say that it might be a very pleasurable experience, but a sudden change which may annoy you, which may make you a bit nervous, this thing will trigger this change, and this change may happen for the good. Ketu is transiting from the second house in Libra, leading to detachment from family members, family culture, values, or traditions. You may move out from your familiar zone to find out what makes you valuable. It may give a feeling that you don't belong to your birthplace. You do not belong to a certain ideology or a certain set of values. So, Ketu may bring change with respect to your own values, your ideologies. And second house is also the face. So, you may try to change something about your appearance. You may try to attain a different look. Jupiter will transit from the seventh house in Pisces, and it may bring a new partnership. For some, it could be, feeling stuck in the existing partnership. Like you cannot move forward, you cannot move backward. Because whatever the confusion is, it needs to be resolved. Pisces is not a very easy sign. Like we say, it belongs to Jupiter. So everything is so positive about it. It means that your existing partnership requires mental clarity. You need to understand your partner's life experiences, his or her journey, and this person has to do the same thing. Understanding each other's life is very important. Now, Saturn will continue to transit from your fifth house in Capricorn for a short period of time. It will move into your sixth house in Aquarius. Saturn wants you to complete what you have started in the last 1 to 2 years. There might be a rush to complete something and move forward. But in this process, you are losing your progress which you have made in the last few years. So it's important that if you want to move on to a new project, you want to grab a new opportunity, make sure that you complete the previous work, because this work will act as a treasure. It will act as a great experience to show to the world. And it may also give you a new work opportunity as per your brilliant skills. Like your skills will be recognized by the world. Now let's look into some important messages for Virgo ascendant. The very first message is last quarter moon in Cancer, and it shows that sometimes situation starts with much promise and then get fatigued or fizzle out. It resonates a lot with Rahu transiting from the 8th house. There are few things which may start with great energy in 2022, but you may feel that you are not reaching to that point very easily, or in between that process of achieving something or making efforts for something, you may feel a bit lethargic because something out there is draining your energy, so you are not being able to fully use your power towards your ambition, towards your aim. This is normal. When we start with something new, there will be a time of stagnation where there is not enough energy, to just pursue your goal. So it's time to take a breather, and if a situation is slipping away, it could be because of your self doubt. So you need to focus on your confidence first. And this also says, that take a breather, which means that taking rest, taking pause is very important in 2022. And don't hide your feelings. Don't hide your anger and frustration. It needs to be channeled in a good, productive way. The affirmation this card is bringing is love is all there is, and I am in love. So you are loving yourself, you are surrounded by love. This should be your affirmation in 2022. And yes, you may see some clash, you may see some conflict with people around you, and it's happening because someone wants to take away your power. Like this person wants to be a leader, and that's why you are being constantly let down. But the truth is that as you work diligently, efficiently through this conflict, if you show great patience and dedication, you are the one who is going to be the ultimate leader. And you need to stop for a while and revive yourself, revive your energy, revive your emotional balance, because this card does indicate emotional fatigue which needs to be taken care of in 2022. The next message is full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. So again, it resonates a lot with this card that even if you are dealing with some kind of obstacle or problem, take a deep breath and look at the bigger picture. Do not just look at the current situation, what you are suffering through. You are working for something big, and look at that bigger picture, because that bigger picture will constantly motivate you. And whatever you want right now, it requires a lot of dedication. So just look at the bigger picture, like you are moving into a very new direction, or you are moving towards what you always aimed for. So you have to set your eyes on the prize. And this also means that you are going on a long distance journey. It may change your life, it may change your point of view. And Sagittarius rules the fourth house of your horoscope. So, the affirmation this card is bringing is I know that I am blessed and I love my life with that knowing. So, you have to appreciate your journey. You cannot criticize yourself for your small mistakes. You need to find a balance between where you are and where you want to be. You are moving way close to your dream, and just focus on what you seek rather than focusing and crying over small obstacles and issues coming in your way. You can easily rise above from these issues. Now, the last card is last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. So, it clearly indicates that whatever work you are doing, or whether it's your relationship, it's time to reassess everything. Pay attention to the tiny details, because these tiny details may help you to improve your life. And this also indicates that certain people in the past, maybe their mean comments or any kind of a fear or self doubt, needs to be dealt with very gracefully before these things absolutely shut you down, and it just blocks your ability to manifest. In 2022, you need to heal from the past wounds. Do not let other people's point of view turn on your inner critic constantly. So sometimes you have to be more loving towards yourself, and also sometimes you have to do the boring stuff first to move on to interesting work. So, this also indicates you may feel a bit bored. You may feel a bit reluctant to do something because you are losing your power, you are losing your focus, your interest in a relationship, maybe a work, maybe a project, maybe certain aspect of life. So, if this is something boring, I think you should complete it, because then only you will move on to something big, something new. Sometimes you may have this feeling that I want to throw away everything. I don't want to work. I don't want to do this, do that. I don't want to take care of my responsibilities. But eventually, think about who will pay my bills? Who will help me to go on an adventurous journey? Of course, it's me. So sometimes, even if things are boring, we must have the determination to continue with that work. So, overall, the theme for Virgo Ascendant is to heal yourself and look forward towards a great destination which is waiting for you. For Libra Ascendant, Rahu will transit from the seventh house in Aries, and its dispositor Mars also rules the second house of your chart. So, second house is family, seventh house is public dealing and partnership. Therefore, the major theme of 2022 is the people in your life, the interaction with the people who surrounds you every time, whether it's family, whether it's your marriage or business partner, or it could be the social contacts. Therefore, there is an intense desire to attain recognition from the people who are a part of your journey. This is the greatest need in 2022. See, Ketu is transiting from their first house in Libra, so now you are a bit concerned. There is a sense of detachment from self, because you're constantly thinking about how I have been treated by others. How many people are truly my well wishers? So, this is the biggest concern, equality in relationships, how other people are treating you. So, all of this makes you a bit weak. You may feel that you have lost your power. So, in order to find that power, Now in 2022, you are looking outside to find more strength. You will put yourself out there in this world. You will show your true skills and talent because Rahu co rules the fifth house of creativity. Therefore, excellent success and recognition is coming to you through your creativity, skills, and career path. As Rahu co rules the fifth house and it's transiting from Aries, this also means that this transit is going to give you a great push to utilize your skills effectively. It's giving you this rush, this power to present yourself greatly to the world, leading to popularity and more power. A new romantic connection, or maybe for someone, a new partnership might also happen, and this connection might not be well respected or accepted by the loved ones. Ketu is bringing the need to harmonize the three elements of your life: mind, body, and soul. This is something which cannot be attained by constantly looking into the seventh house, that is the house of public dealing, from where Rahu is transiting. For this, you need to look within. Jupiter will transit from the sixth house in Pisces. This means major lifestyle changes may happen. You will focus on both the mental and the physical health. And if there is any kind of doubt in your career path, in your present projects, you need to take a break and attain some clarity. It's okay to take a break for a while and think about your current situation. You have to reassess everything. That's what Jupiter here indicates, and a major focus has to be your health. Saturn will continue to transit from the fourth house in Capricorn for a short period of time. It will be in the fifth house in Aquarius. This transit wants you to continue with what you are doing right now, because maybe in 2022 you may worry like, okay, I'm doing this, but I'm not going anywhere. So you are the one who may create stagnation for yourself. So instead of worrying about what will happen, what is the outcome of my present work, just continue to work and you will find success. Now let's look into some important messages for Libra ascendant. The very first card is New Moon in Pisces. It says, attune to the divine. Now, the affirmation which this card brings is, my conscious dreams create my reality. So, what you think is what you become, what you dream is what you get, and you must believe in this. It goes a lot with Jupiter's transit in Pisces, which is happening in your sixth house in 2022. You may feel a bit stuck when it comes to manifesting your dreams. It could be that you don't have enough support, or you may feel that whatever I have, it's not enough. So, some kind of self doubt might be there. Well, it's not a bad transit, honestly, but you may feel a bit stuck. Like trusting your own wisdom, trusting your own knowledge can be a bit difficult because you are being challenged by the world. So it's important that you must understand, my conscious dreams create my reality. Nothing can stop you, only you are the one who can stop yourself. Take out some time from your busy schedule to meditate, focus on your health, connect to the higher self. The more you believe that all is well, the more the things will get better. Whatever you want to manifest, it's happening, but you are not trying to heal yourself. You need to forget something or forgive someone. So it's very important that you should seek help from spiritual path. The more you are spiritual, the more easy is to have firm faith on your abilities. The next card is full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. Now, these two messages are going well together because it says take a reality check, and this one says assess the situation. So, 10th house and 6th house energies. There is a major change with respect to work, or your approach towards your profession, your strategy needs to be changed. You have to understand whether your current goal is practical enough or not. Whatever you seek, whatever you want, you have to create a new strategy which needs to be more efficient and more strong. Full moon in Capricorn is asking you to, take a reality check. If you have been worrying about something, the good news is you should not worry about it even for 1 minute now. Worrying won't help you at all. Whatever you want, you are moving much closer to it. If you are concerned, what will be the result of my current work, my current project, or the current situation? Well, yes, there is a roadblock. There is a roadblock, and that's why you are so concerned. So, whatever the situation is, you need to follow the path which full moon in Capricorn is suggesting you. Take a reality check and assess the situation, what changes you can make. And of course, as it is the full moon in Capricorn, some extra efforts are required to climb the mountain. You are trying to, make your mark. You're trying to attain a powerful position in the work front, and for that, you have to walk some extra miles. The last one is first quarter in moon, assess the situation. It says there is lack of clarity. Currently, you are dealing with a bit of confusion. So it's time to, stop for a while, assess the situation. It's time to be practical and reliable. It resonates a lot with the Ketu's transit from the first house in Libra, like inability to understand what's going around. Don't be too influenced by the crowd and whatever they are saying to you. Ask yourself, do you still want what you used to want in the past? So assess the situation and let things be more real and practical for now. Express yourself. No room for self doubt or self criticism. You need to find out what can help you in realizing your dreams and goals. So, a bit of hard work and a bit of spiritual inclination, and this will help you to rise very beautifully.
For Scorpio ascendant, Rahu is moving from the 7th to the 6th house in Aries. Its dispositor, Mars, is also the first house ruler. So, this is something which is very important. In 2022, the main focus is health and wellness. You have to improve your physical and mental well being in order to be a part of this competitive world. Because Rahu transiting from 6th house, yes, you are dealing with a lot of competition in this particular year. Do not delay your treatments. If you are dealing with a minor health issue, you need to have a good checkup. Focus on your health, it's very important. Rahu can make things a bit intense. Like you may have to take a risk with respect to a career opportunity, or maybe it could be also a personal issue where you are taking this risk. Whatever decisions you want to make, it requires strength and courage. And Rahu will support you in dealing with this competition or the challenging situation. It will bring victory. You will deal with your challenges quite well and turn out to be more victorious and successful. Especially at the work front, you will be holding on to a very strong position. Whether it's work or family life, things are a bit overwhelming.
leading to lack of emotional and mental peace. See, Ketu is transiting from Libra in the 12th house. This may make you feel a bit out of balance or detached from the loved ones. Like for some time, you want to be on your own, you want to focus on your own needs. Unexpected long distance journeys may happen, maybe to a spiritual place, maybe to the foreign lands because of work, but a great spiritual journey is going to happen in 2022. Whether you are, going on a pilgrimage, you are visiting a monastery, or it's just your spirituality. You are working on your spiritual path, and it will take you to great heights of happiness, and also you will be more connected to yourself. And as Ketu is transiting from Libra and Venus also rules the seventh house, some clarity in the existing partnerships is required. Your love connections, your existing partnership may require great attention, especially there should be mental and emotional clarity in this connection. Jupiter's transit from the fifth house in Pisces means birth of a new project. Whatever you want to do, well, it's happening in 2022. Jupiter is blessing you with the ability, the positivity to chase your goals, make your dreams come true. And it will also help you to utilize your experiences, your lessons, your knowledge, and skills greatly into the existing work or maybe the new project. And this project, this work will yield great finances. This also means new friends, new connections, or connecting with such people who were used to be a part of your life in the past. Certain friendships where there is a reconnection happening again in 2022. This transit may also bring new people. There will be a lot of socializing, and this will bring new contacts who will be quite helpful in your journey. Or it could be also that you may reconnect with your childhood friends. So, Jupiter's transit is very positive, and it may also give an auspicious event at home. A celebration may happen, or it may also give a new connection, a new relationship. Saturn will continue to transit from the third house in Capricorn, and for a short period of time, it will move into your fourth house in Aquarius. So, this transit means don't let your thoughts stop you from moving ahead, because you might not be seeing instant results. Whatever you are doing, there are no immediate results or expansion happening in your life. So, you may withdraw from what you are doing. So, this transit is indicating that you need to work on your existing project. Just persistently do your work. Now, let's look into some important messages for Scorpio ascendant. So, the first message is last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less and feel more. So, the past 1 or 2 years might have been difficult with respect to relationships. It could be family, it could be partnership, it could be friends. You may feel that you are not being listened by others. You have something to say and others are not listening to it, or they are not paying attention to it. So as the Ketu transits from the 12th house in Libra, you may feel that like you're literally invisible to some people out there. You may suddenly feel that I have been doing a lot for others. I have been constantly interacting and talking to everyone. And in this process, I ignored my feelings. So, this card wants you to know that in 2022, it's all about talk less and feel more. Feel your feelings. You are not listening to your own self. It also shows that you are very good at starting things but less good at finishing them. Whatever you start or whatever you have started in the past, it's not coming to an end. Things are a bit stuck, And it's all because of the emotional baggage you carry. So, feel your feelings. Do not think about what others are thinking about you. Do you believe in yourself or not? That is the major issue in 2022. Commitment to your goals is required. The affirmation which this card wants you to follow is I feel all of my feelings and it feels good. Do not be in a denial state that I'm okay, other people's actions are not impacting me. Well, it's impacting you, and you need to rise above it. You need to heal yourself. The second message is last quarter moon in Libra. It's time for self-love. So it indicates harmony surrounds you in 2022. Your affirmation should be harmony surrounds me and I am on the right path. You are done with pleasing other people. Again, it blends a lot with this card. Accepting yourself, loving yourself, and like you are done with what others think about you. Even when you know that other person's conduct is not acceptable, you have always worked for the harmony of that connection or that friendship. But now it's time to think a bit about yourself. Thinking that maybe you are the one who is not doing enough for others, that is completely out of question. That is not true. You are doing enough. But are you receiving enough? That is the major question. So, this card is suggesting you to appreciate and admire what you are doing in life. And especially, what are you doing for your own self? You need to focus on that as well. It could also mean that you are dealing with a very imbalanced partnership or a relationship. And in this connection, firstly, you have to be sincere to yourself. Don't pretend that, okay, I'm happy with this connection and everything is going well. You don't need to pretend that. You need to address the issue. You need to focus on what's making you sad. It's okay to be sad. And fixing your relationships. This is the theme of 2022. The last message is new moon in Taurus. It says know your worth. So we have two Venus cards over here. So healing of heart, finding more balance, harmony in your life is very important in 2022. You need to boost your self-esteem. And the moment you do that, you may also see great financial growth because then you'll be able to work very well. And you are on the right track, but you need to be more, steady, dig deep, and move past the negative comments from others. Trust your work and worth. And then others will also trust you. No matter what happened in the past, continue to move forward. For Sagittarius ascendant, the first lord Jupiter will transit from the fourth house in Pisces. The theme for 2022 is expansion and fulfillment. There will be new opportunities waiting for you. These opportunities will help you to grow as an individual. Expansion is not just happening with respect to money or assets, but expansion of happiness is also there. But the main focus is home. There's something at home which needs to be resolved, some kind of confusion, maybe related to finances or familial assets. You need to find a final solution. And this theme, which is creating conflicts between you and your loved ones. For some people, it could be a quest to find a place like home or be with people who are like home. Searching for more security and mental clarity is required. Rahu will transit from the fifth house in Aries, and this means that you will be following your passion or hobby in a great way. You will be very active and connected to your project. Not a good time to be in a rush and take any step without thinking. Impulsive actions may cause difficulties, especially if you want to invest, you want to, be in a speculative business. I don't think so. Rushing and making a decision is a good thing to do. Rahu is also helping you to excellently show your skills and abilities to the world, which will bring more fame and popularity. Children can be very demanding at this time, and it may also impact the father's well being. Ketu will transit from the 11th house in Libra, and this is the time when you need to reassess your important friendships and relationships. There's something out there which is hidden, or if not hidden, there is lack of equality in certain relationships, and it's high time that you strive for equality. Do not be taken for granted. You may feel that you have been taken for granted by many people. So you need to reassess who is supportive and who is not, or simply who is just there to take some kind of benefit from you. Saturn will continue to transit from the second house in Capricorn, yes, for a short period of time. It will move into Aquarius, but for most of the year, Saturn will transit from Dhanashta, second house. And with that, Jupiter is transiting from the fourth house. So, second and the fourth house, that's the major theme. Working towards home, working towards family, maybe purchasing a new home, purchasing a new vehicle, or just, attaining more and more resources for your loved ones, for your future. Now, for Sagittarius ascendant, let's look into some important messages for the year of 2022. The first message is full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. So, what happens when there is a full moon in Cancer? If a moon is in Cancer, then Sun is 7 places away in Capricorn, right? So, you have something to learn from the Capricorn sign as well. This indicates you are very sensitive. You have been very sensitive in the past. Now it's time to balance the Cancer's oversensitivity with the Capricorn's firmness and tough nature. Stop acting out of fear. That is the biggest thing you need to do in 2022. Because, if you are acting out of fear, it's like you are risking something out there. If you dwell on your insecurities, what you will do, you will just manifest more insecurities. So, facing your fears and dissolving them is the best thing to do. The more you confront your issues, you will dissolve these insecurities and fears. Especially, it resonates a lot with the Ketu's transit in the 11th house, like fear about what others are thinking, fear about what if this person mistreats me. So, there is fear regarding the network around you, the network of people and your connections. So, it's time to be a bit firm in your relationships. Do not be too emotionally connected to your professional goals. Do not rely on these goals to feel more happy. Happiness is something which comes from within. You should be never dependent on others for your happiness. This is the biggest message. And yes, please dissolve your fears. Because if you don't do that, these fears will rule over your actions. The next message is last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So again, it shows that you are fretting over small issues, and this won't help you to move closer to your goals. It means you are directing your thoughts and energy into what you don't want rather than what you truly want. When you think negative, you are attracting that. When you think positive, you are attracting that positivity. So it's like you are wasting your mental energy on something which is not required, which is very trivial. So in 2022, let's focus on what you want. Focus on making a list of your concerns and then talk through them. Clear your mind that this thing cannot affect me anymore. Loving others flows naturally when I love and accept myself. This is a very important affirmation coming for you. Once you accept yourself, the flaws, the good and the bad, other people will also easily accept you. The last card is first quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. So, this card indicates you are being too rigid in your thinking, words, or actions. You need to loosen up a bit, and you'll find it easier to overcome the challenges you are facing right now. Do not be, like too rigid. Like, I want this. This is the final thing. I cannot think beyond this decision. So you need to be more flexible in 2022. If something is not working, why not try something else? Let's have a change of plan. So it's very important to be more flexible, loosen up a bit in 2022, and it will help you to overcome some major challenges. Also, it's time to release your grip on a situation or on a relationship. If things are not working, let's take a breather, relax, and think about it. There is a fear that your dreams are not coming true, and this is not true at all. State your intention to the universe. Let the universe take care of this intention, this dream, and you will see that everything is falling into place. Also, it resonates a lot with the Ketu's transit happening in the 11th house in Libra. The 11th house means Aquarius. So, do not try too hard to, impress other people. Do not try too much to influence other people. You have to take care of this aspect of life, important friendships, important connections. If something is not good enough, if someone is not giving you that love and respect back, it's okay. You must trust the universe that you are on the right track and you will be guided to the right destination, maybe to the right person in the future. For Capricorn ascendant Rahu, the second house co-lord will transit from the fourth house. Therefore, the main theme is collecting more resources and also making your resources more secure and protected. For some people, it could also be investing money into a new home or simply working actively for the domestic front. Family and loved ones may require great attention. Even if you stay far away from home or you are planning to settle down in the foreign lands, somewhere very far from your house, you will have to work actively to take care of your loved ones. Rahu can bring an intense moment or conflict with a loved one or maybe a friend. You will be more defensive in 2022 to protect yourself, to protect your mental peace. And also, you will try to add more comfort in daily life. You want to increase your productivity, and for that, you may purchase certain devices, certain tools to make things more comfortable and to be more efficient in life. Ketu will transit from Libra, that is your 10th house, and it may bring a major end to a particular cycle with respect to work front. It's nothing negative. It's just that you might not be interested in doing something which you are doing right now. It could be a change of job, it could be a change in how you work, your skills, and most importantly, your approach towards work. It will change. Deep within, there is a need to get rid of certain obligations and responsibilities you perform at work regularly. Like simply, you want to chase what you love. You want to be a bit carefree at the work front. You may exhibit a carefree attitude in work, which is completely okay because sometimes you need time to refocus and re energize. You need to find out that inner balance, the inner harmony to focus again on your work. So, some kind of new strategy, a new cycle at work front is about to begin. Jupiter will transit from third house in Pisces, giving you a great push and positivity, and it will provide motivation and inspiration as well. People will support you a lot, and this will also help you to start with the work of your own. If you want that, Jupiter is supporting you, and whatever efforts you will make, these efforts will bring great success and growth. Planet Saturn will continue to transit from the first house in Capricorn. For a short period of time, it will move into Aquarius, but overall, Saturn will transit from Dhanashta first house. In 2022, it's very important to take your stand, fight for yourself. You have three malefics transiting from the Kendras: Saturn in the first house, Rahu in the fourth house, Ketu in the 10th house. So you have to protect yourself. You have to be a bit firm in your decisions. If someone else is taking away your power, you must fight for your power. This is the time to show great strength. More powerful roles are coming towards you in 2022. Now let's look into some important messages for the Capricorn ascendant. The first message is new moon in Libra. Know you are loved. There is a new or maybe renewed love energy around you in 2022. It can be familial, it could be platonic, it could be a romantic connection. Whether you are single or you are attached, a new personal or professional relationship cycle is about to begin. Open your heart and be loving. It's very important. The trick is to get involved with people you like or you even love. If you want a new friend, then you are on the right track. And the affirmation for 2022 is love makes my world go round. React with love, spread love. It's very important. If someone is important in your life, show them that you truly love them, you appreciate them, and the same thing is coming back to you. Don't shy away from the people who love you, or don't shy away from accepting love, because whatever the experiences you might have seen in the past, you might have a deep fear to be in love with someone, to follow the path of commitment. That is very well indicated by the upcoming transit of Ketu, Ketu transiting from 10th house in Libra. So it defines your actions and it shows that you might run away, like all the time you waited for this right commitment or a great connection or maybe love from the family people, but now when it's coming towards you, you are detaching from it, you are running away from it, you are not putting in the right actions in this connection. So do not be fearful of love. Accept love, open your heart, and you are being loved. It could also mean that whatever job you love, it may also give you great prosperity in future. The last quarter moon in Scorpio says, reveal what needs to be seen. So there is something which you need to take care of. You need to clear this thing away. It's not easy for you, but it needs to be done. because this aspect of life is not easy to heal. It's okay if you don't want other people to know about this wound, about this aspect. Just reveal what needs to be seen. Everything about you need not to be revealed to other people. If you want to share your story, you can. And even if you don't want this, it's okay. So, no need to say that you seek this, you seek that, you're trying to manifest this to everyone. Just do what you want to do, just go for it rather than explaining other people why you want something, what are you doing for that. No explanations required. You have to just focus on what you need and what is your basic understanding in life, why you want something. No need to tell others why you seek a particular goal. The last card is first quarter moon in Taurus. It says release control. This card indicates you are stuck on a thought, maybe an ideology, maybe a person, something out there which you are trying to achieve. You're trying too hard to get that or to resolve that is controlling your actions, it's controlling your overall growth and happiness. Because of that, you cannot entertain anything else. You have no room for anything else in your life. You are so preoccupied by that aspect. It could be anything, especially, maybe related to family, finances, or how you are getting value from others. So you cannot entertain everyone all the time. You cannot have control over everything. First quarter moon in Taurus wants you to release control. Release the need to have everything in control. You have to be a bit easy on yourself. You need to sit on the back seat and let things happen now. Believe in the higher good. And also, you will see financial growth in 2022. There is something about family and your inner self which needs fixing because we have Taurus, Scorpio, so it is second and the eighth house, and also we have Libra showing relationships. So it's all about how relationships are impacting your inner self and how your inner self is dealing with the outer world, the family connections. So some important changes needs to be made when it comes to your emotional side, and also you need to release the control that everyone should be happy, everyone should appreciate what you are doing. So it's time to make new strategies or whatever ideas you have in your mind, just focus on that. For Aquarius ascendant, Rahu will transit from the third house in Aries. Now, why it's such a crucial transit for you? Because Rahu is the co-lord of your first house. It does rule over your ascendant. So 2022 is a year of change. Some changes might make you very happy and some changes are not so happy. Some changes may happen without any effort and some changes will be made consciously. You will put in a lot of efforts to get that change. Whatever you seek, there is a need to connect and communicate with the world actively. Like you have to promote yourself. The dispositor of Rahu, planet Mars, also rules the 10th house of your chart. So, significant career changes may happen where you have to be the leader or maybe an influencer. Also, very good transit for self work. Like, this is the best time to start with your own work. There's definitely a goal or a project for which you will be very passionate. So, most of the energy and power is dedicated to that cause. Material expansion and growth of your social network is also going to happen. Now, just opposite to Rahu, Ketu will transit from Libra, that is your ninth house. Now, Ketu wants you to be in harmony. Well, how will that happen? You have to keep your soul, mind, and body in harmony, in the right alignment. Sometimes we put in so much energy in our very first attempt that you are not left with enough energy to finish that work. So, Ketu may throw you off balance, giving confusion like how to proceed and how to complete your work. And this is the time when you require spiritual guidance. Spirituality will bring great answers. Jupiter will transit from the second house in Pisces. A new network is coming towards you because Jupiter is also the Lord of 11th house. So, a new addition to your social network, a new addition to your family is also possible. A very auspicious event may happen at home, very good for financial growth. For some people, it could also bring a new marriage partnership. Planet Saturn will continue to transit from the 12th house in Capricorn. For some time, it will move into Aquarius, that is your first house. But throughout 2022, Saturn will transit from Dhanashta, that is your first house. So, Planet Saturn is asking you to be still, to be more firm with your decisions. You are still undergoing a lot of healing, and healing is further required. Whatever you are doing, do not move away from that path. Just continue to, stick to that project, stick to that decision. Soon it will be completed. Now let's look into some important messages for Aquarius ascendant. The first message is last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. So it says that the only way out of your troubles, of your current situation, is that you need to walk through this. There is no bypass, there is no bridge, there is nothing you can do. All you have to do is to walk through this chaos. Something is standing between what you want and how you can get to it. There is something which is standing in between what you want and how you can get it, and it's completely okay. Now at least you know that something is there and you can do something about it. You need a proper plan in 2022 to execute your goals, to fulfill your ambitions, to attain that right growth. A proper strategy, plans are required, and don't let the past influence your current plan and your actions. See, you are not done with something which is so unresolved. Maybe how someone treated you, someone else's actions, speech, or words have created a major mental block. Move through that criticism, clear that criticism, and you will see the change. It goes a lot with Saturn transiting from Capricorn in the 12th house, how the past experiences, how other people have treated you, is right now influencing everything. So you need to get rid of that. Leave the past behind. There is too much of pressure um, piling on in the subconscious mind, and you need to transform yourself. The second message is first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open, and it indicates in 2022 you need to learn how to work with other people, like how to give and receive. It shows you are too attached to someone or maybe a particular goal, but too much of everything, too much of obsession is nothing but a trouble. So work with others, but don't become so dependent on them. Don't be too dependent on others for gratification, for appreciation or respect or validation. Work with others. This is a lesson which you need to learn how to create harmony between you and the world. And you have a lot to give to others this year. Some important decisions need to be taken, and negotiation is also required. The last message is last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. It says whatever is happening right now, it can turn out well for you, even if it's very challenging. I think this may have something good for you. Whatever changes you are experiencing, it's taking you towards the light. It's also taking you to a completion of goal. But you need to find a balance between the light and the dark of the current situation. Get in touch with some lighter and happier feelings to get rid of that energetic debris hidden in your mind. So there is something about past which is stuck. It's preventing you to lighten up. It's preventing you to focus on the positive things. You do have a gift, you do have a blessing, and you are ignoring that. You don't have an open heart to express what you have, to accept what others are trying to give you. So you need to lighten up, you need to be more positive. I know it's very easy to say, but I think when we focus on our good things, everything just gets way better every day. So in 2022, keeping a positive attitude is very important. Our mind is designed in such a way that we often stick to the negative situations and negative experiences. So you have to constantly remind yourself, okay, be positive. Let's focus on the positive things as well. So make a list of your blessings. And the affirmation coming with this card is, when I forgive myself, I set myself free. So in 2022, you are setting yourself free from all kinds of unhealthy attachments and also the past memories, focusing only on the good which you have. For Pisces ascendant, the first Lord Jupiter is coming back to its own house. So Jupiter will transit from Pisces, that is your first house. A very powerful transit which will bring personal and professional changes both. Also, you will be guided by some force. It could be a teacher, it could be a guide, or just the divine taking care of you. It's a brilliant time to work on the fulfillment of your dreams. Saturn will continue to transit from the 11th house in Capricorn, helping you to have a practical approach to achieve your goals, whereas Jupiter will bring amazing ideas, abundance, wisdom, and growth. In 2022, sometimes you may get a bit sensitive, over emotional. You may feel things more strongly. So you have to protect yourself. An auspicious event may happen at home, and you might also become a guiding figure for other people at home also, and even your work front. Rahu will transit from second house in Aries, and a lot of energy and dedication is required to work for your family needs. Gain of wealth from foreign lands is also indicated. Main focus is to expand your resources, and you may undergo some difficulties while taking care of your children. Ketu will transit from 8th house in Libra. A situation or maybe an event may completely bring a massive change in life. Or simply, it may change how you approach towards life. Your life revolves around some people. It could be your loved ones. For everyone, our life revolves around certain people. Now, what's happening with the Ketu's transit in the 8th house in Libra? These important people may undergo some changes, and this may impact your journey as well. Or maybe their behavior, the give and take between these people and you is being a bit afflicted, And this will push you to think about yourself, how you need a different approach in life, how you need to change the way how you connect with people. So, for some people, Ketu in Libra means that a love connection is throwing you out of balance. It's affecting you. Sorry, it may sound negative, but it's likely possible that a partnership is impacting you in 2022, and also you have to work towards intense healing. A chronic health issue requires long term care and treatment. Do not ignore your existing health issues. Otherwise, the Ketu's transit from here is very good to learn about occult, and also as it's going through the sign of Venus, you will learn new methods of natural healing, alternative medicine. So, with Rahu Ketu in the second and eighth house axis, the major lesson for 2022 is to be flexible. Change with every situation. Do not be stubborn. Especially, this message goes a lot with Ketu in Libra. You have to change according to the situation. Now let's look into some important messages for Pisces ascendant. The first one is last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. So this card wants you to follow this manifestation affirmation. I am unique and a beautiful soul. In an age where people pretend to lead a very perfect life, there is nothing more impressive than showing your true authenticity. So you are unique, and the soon you appreciate this fact, it will be so easy to chase your goals, to attain that growth you always wanted to. You have to be proud of yourself. Whatever you have, you need to take your stand. There are unresolved self worth questions that need to be answered before you start working towards a life, a life which you know that it's waiting for you. Before you start moving towards that, you need to really get rid of that self doubt. And again, having firm faith on what you believe in. And no one is perfect, but you need to be more stronger with whatever qualities, whatever skills or talents you have. You have to show these skills to the world, and be never afraid of your flaws as well. Be real. That is the biggest achievement. Being real is the key for success. Don't pretend to be someone else, because other people want you to be this other personality. They want you to act in a certain way, they want you to talk in a certain way, because this will be convenient for them. For their own ease, they will constantly tell you this is right, this is wrong. You need not to pretend that you are someone else. You have to show your real nature, who you truly are. You don't have to impress everyone. The next message is first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. So again, these cards are very connected to each other. You can only step into your power when you are proud of what you have, who you are. So it talks a lot about how Rahu is transiting from Aries. It says that you have to connect with your energy and power. It is hidden deep within you. Rahu transiting from the second house, understanding your values, understanding the treasure which you carry. It's very important, and this will help you to step into your power. Have courage to follow your goals. No matter what anyone else is saying, you need to just focus on what you want. And whatever goal you have, it still requires new strategy. It requires a lot of planning. Whatever you are doing right now, it just needs a good plan. Take action, be smart, but also be bold, be systematic. And along with that, you have to be excited as well for whatever you want. So the last message is first quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. It's bringing the affirmation. Thank you for reminding me that I am a loving child of this universe. You are being blessed. You are being blessed with a great skill, and also there is a duty given to you. You have something to protect, something to give to this world. And in order to do that, you have to be kind towards others. Do something for others without any expectations. This card also indicates it's good to be realistic, but you don't want to have the stench of reality so far up your nose that you no longer smell the life's perfumes. So you have to be practical, you have to be realistic, but you have to also be excited about your life. You have the freedom to dream, to enjoy your life. You should not always be the one who is so much into the work, so much into the duties and responsibilities. Not only you have to be kind to others, but also kind to your own self. It's okay to dream, it's very important. And it also indicates that other people are provoking you constantly. Their actions, their speech is making you go crazy. No longer take that bait or provoke a situation. Okay, no longer you have to take that trick of others. They want to provoke you. So you need to get above from this situation. Be disciplined in life. It's also a very important thing for 2022. Feeling good about life is a very amazing thing. Whatever you have, whatever till now you have achieved, if you have gratitude, if you're feeling good, it's a very powerful way to manifest more things. Be kind and be your most charming self. There is no room for self doubt. Show your magnificent personality to the world and be proud of it.